You got to get to the point in your life where you say, I have had it. I've had it with going in a restaurant, looking on one side to see what I want to eat, and then look on the other side to see what I could afford. I'd had it living like that. I'd had it borrowing money from people. I'd had it living like a cringing animal. When you don't have any money, it runs your blood pressure up. You hear me? Poverty sucks. Make no mistake about it. And you've got to decide, I have had it. I'm not going to live like this anymore. No, there's got to be more for me. And let me tell you something. You deserve a better life. See, 5 years ago, when I started out in this area, I would not have been able to make the mental leap that I would be up to where I am right now. You might not have the money. You might not have the education. You might not have the support or the resources you need. What's one of those keys that can keep us going, that will enable us to act on our dream?
We might add one more word here, consistent. Consistent self-discipline. It takes discipline to keep trying. If we don't make consistent self-discipline part of our daily lives, the results we seek will be sporadic and elusive. It takes a consistent effort to truly manage our valuable time, or we'll be consistently frustrated. It takes discipline to conquer the nagging voices in our minds, the fear of failure, the fear of a broken heart.
How do you step into bravery? Take the step. Step aggressively towards your fear. Step towards your fear is the step into bravery. Prove to yourself today, every day, that you can and will push harder than you wanted to, harder than you felt like pushing.
But it's a matter of getting over that fear in the beginning, and you just put it off. Sit yourself down and do it, and then you break through.
Stop waiting to feel like it. Stop waiting until you see it.
Failure is only permanent if you choose not to get back up.
And what you do today will determine your future. You're closer than you've ever been before. You have to do me a favor. Those 15 minutes are not worth the rest of your life.
You must ask yourself every day, did I do enough?
Improving yourself begins right where you are. You did not come to fail. Instead, you came to learn, to be the best at whatever you want to do. Show them that you're different. Improve yourself. Study hard. Study long. Give your all. Give it everything you got.
Start breaking it down. Start breaking it down. And most of us, we live in a box. And we don't want to go outside that box at all. Ever. Outside that box is all these possibilities of life. But what we do is we shackle our mind. We are a prisoner in our own mind. And this is all I can do. This is all I'm good at. And we take away the possibilities of you could be this, you could be that, you could be all these things. There'd be nothing. So what people understand is that they live for themselves, not knowing that you have the power within yourself to change millions of lives by facing life. My biggest fear in life is that there is a final resting place in this world. And there's a final judgment. And you talk to something much bigger than you.
And then when you see people take on more responsibility and decide that they're going to aim up and confront their suffering honestly and forthrightly, that their lives get better and the lives of people around them get better too. And so that's very strange as well, because it also means that the pathway to less suffering is through suffering. Right? And that would be hopeful if the world was constituted that way. It's like, well, there's suffering. How do you make it worse? Run away. How do you make it better? Confront it. Yeah, but it's suffering. It's like, yeah, but it's there. There it is. It's right there. It's a precondition for existence or something like that. And it's like you have something important to do as well. And you confront it, and that's the pathway to transcending it.
The best plan in the world will not work if you don't work. So people get this really weird belief that people who make millions don't work. They just manifest, it falls from the heavens. They float around doing a little stuff here and there. And that's not true. I work with millionaires and billionaires, and they do work hard. They work long and they work hard on their way to success. They work a lot. When they get success, of course they can take time out. But you see, when you do what you love and love what you do, it never really feels like work. You have to work hard. You have to apply yourself. The best plan will not work if you don't. You have to have phenomenal, extraordinary self-belief.
Your life is your life, and you have the right to live it the best way you can. You must discipline yourself and take full control and responsibility for the outcome or whatever it is that you are seeking at this moment.
Life is difficult. Somehow people seem to believe that life is supposed to be easy. This is particularly a problem in America today. We expect a smooth, easy road to success. We expect our lives to be hassle-free. We expect the government to solve our problems. We expect to get the prize without having to pay the price. That is not reality. Life is hard. In life's greatest lessons, Hal Urban writes, once we accept the fact that life is hard, we begin to grow. We begin to understand that every problem is also an opportunity. It is then that we dig down and discover what we're made of. We begin to accept the challenges of life. Instead of letting our hardships defeat us, we welcome them as a test of character. We use them as a means of rising to the occasion. At the same time, we need to understand that society bombards us daily with messages that are quite the opposite. To begin with, technology has provided us with push-button living. We can open the garage door, cook dinner, wash the dishes, record our favorite TV program, and pay our bills by simply pushing the right buttons. In addition, we're told over and over that there's a quick and easy way to do just about everything. Within just the past few days, I've read or heard that you can lose 100 pounds, learn to speak a foreign language fluently, become a hot new radio personality, get a contractor's license, and make $1 million in real estate. You can do all of these in a matter of days and with little or no effort. And pigs can fly. Those ads are all around us because the people in advertising and marketing have a good understanding of human behavior. They know that most people don't accept life as hard and will continue to look for the quick and easy way instead. There is no quick and easy way. Nothing worth having in life comes without effort. That is why psychiatrist M. Scott Peck begins his book, The Road Less Traveled, with the words, life is difficult. He wants to set the stage for everything else he communicates in the book. If we don't understand and accept the truth that life is difficult, then we set ourselves up for failure and we won't learn. Life is difficult for everyone. Even if we are willing to concede that life is difficult for most people, deep down inside, many of us secretly hope somehow that this truth won't apply to us. I'm sorry to say it isn't so. No one escapes life's problems, failures, and losses. If we are to make progress, we must do so through life's difficulties. Or as poet Ralph Waldo Emerson stated it, the walking of man is falling forwards. Life isn't easy and it isn't fair. I've had unfair things happen to me. I bet you have too. I've made mistakes, made a fool of myself, hurt people I've loved, and experienced crushing disappointments. I bet you have too. We cannot avoid life's difficulties. We shouldn't even try. Why? Because the people who succeed in life don't try to escape pain, loss, or unfairness. They just learn to face those things, accept them, and move ahead in the face of them. That's my goal. It should also be yours. Life is more difficult for some than it is for others. The playing field is not level. You may have faced more and greater difficulties in life than I have. You may have faced fewer. Your life right now may feel like clear sailing, or it may feel like rough waters. And comparing our lives to others ultimately isn't that productive. Life isn't fair, and we shouldn't expect it to be. The sooner we face that reality, the better we are going to be at facing whatever is coming toward us. Don't make life harder for yourself. Your life is probably plenty difficult already. The reality is that you will have to deal with those difficulties already, no matter what. One of the keys to winning is to not make things even harder for yourself, which is, unfortunately, what many people seem to do. People who respond correctly to adversity realize that their response to a challenge is what impacts the outcome. They accept and acknowledge the reality of their situation and then act accordingly. I didn't find that to be easy at first. My natural optimism tends to make me want to ignore a crisis and hope it will go away. That doesn't work. Wishing isn't solving. Denying a problem only makes it worse. So does getting angry and yelling or taking it out on loved ones. I had to learn to say to myself, this is the way it is. I have a problem. If I want to solve it, I need to take action. What is the best solution? When you have a challenge, you can turn lemons into lemonade or you can let them sour your whole life. It's your choice. Facing reality, maintaining a confident sense of expectation, and performing at your best may not be easy, but it is possible. And it does make a huge difference in your life. It sets you up to learn, to grow, and to succeed.
Most people like the idea of being exceptional, but not enough to do what it takes to get there. This is true for most domains of competence. For instance, everybody says that they want to be slim, healthy, attractive, and rich, but few people are willing to do what it takes to attain those things, which suggests that they don't really want those things as much as they say or think. Typically, when we say we want something, we actually just mean that we want to have it, but with no implicit assumption that we're willing to do any work to get there. In reality, wanting something should equate with being prepared to take the necessary steps to achieve it. If you are serious about your goals, then you will do whatever it takes to attain them. Your confidence is secondary. What matters is the desire you have to attempt to achieve them. Indeed, without the will to improve, there is no chance of accomplishing anything, and with enough willpower, it is possible to overcome most challenges. The advantage is yours. You are in pole position. As you continue on this journey, be sure to use your low confidence as a potent weapon. It enables you to make a realistic assessment of your competence, keeping any delusions and self-enhancement in check. It helps you prepare for negative events, preventing failure, and it ensures that you come across as humble to others, which will make you more likable. Remember that most people lack this weapon. You can never be too aware of your weaknesses. As we know now, being aware of them is a major strength, while being aware only of your strengths, or erroneously thinking that you are better than average, will sooner or later turn into a weakness. Regardless of the underlying reasons for your low confidence, it is clear that you want to improve, or at least you want to stop feeling that you lack competence. That's why low confidence is such a powerful weapon. Even in the unlikely event that it does not alter your perceived incompetence, it will still drive positive change. It is noteworthy in this respect that both low and high confidence disrupt the competence cycle, but only low confidence does so for your benefit. When your confidence is high, you will tend to decrease effort to gain competence, unless you do nothing at all, implying stagnation and recession, which are not much better options anyway. When it is low, you will be driven to increase your efforts to accomplish competence. In simple terms, the less confident you feel, the more you will be itching to improve, unless you don't care about your confidence. If you do care and your low confidence is bugging you, then you really have no excuse. As we've seen, low confidence is the essential fuel for gaining competence because it increases preparation, the key ingredient for any competence gains. If your low confidence is health-related, then preparation means becoming a healthier person. If your low confidence relates to romantic relationships, then preparation implies becoming a more eligible partner. If you lack confidence in your ability to deal with people, then preparation means refining your people skills. And if your low confidence applies to your career, then preparation refers to enhancing your employability. There it is, in a nutshell. In brief, so long as you have the necessary motivation to improve, not only before, but also after you gain competence, you will be able to earn and deserve your confidence without distorting your beliefs or trying to go against your nature. Even if you don't change your confidence levels, society will benefit. Your lack of confidence is a much-needed antidote to the common incompetent confidence that rules our world. So long as you remain unconfident, there will be undiluted life on our planet. And in any event, try not to envy people who are confident. Instead, make every effort to identify genuine competence manifestations in others, regardless of their confidence.